to Animal Network News. My name's Guy McLyons, and I want to raise my babies in Chaz because it's free. What? What'd you say, Bob? It's over already? Oh. Topping our news stories this week. This next story is just, I don't know. I am baffled by you hairless monkeys on a daily basis. You are a species that can simultaneously be offended by syrup labels and send rockets to the moon. Anyway, I don't even know how to state this without sounding like a fucking dumb shit, so I'll just blurt it out. Human scientists have grown larger monkey brains. Scientists at the Max Planck Institute of Molecular Cell Biology and Genetics were able to enlarge the neocortex in the common marmoset monkey, basically enlarging the part of the brain that is responsible for reason and language. Yeah, scary, I know. You humans are barely past the stage where you sling shit at each other, and you're already trying to speed up the process for other species. For fuck's sake, learn to get along, stop killing each other over some stupid shit, and then try to introduce more enlightened beings into the mix. This is taking the whole woke shit to a whole nother level. For fuck's sake, slow down. White Lives Matter have gotten into the fucking shit up spirit of these troubling times. A large contingent of the WIM have organized a trip to knock down Stonehenge. When asked why they were knocking the monument down, the leader of the group replied, "Because they look like a bunch of blocks of cheese and that's offensive to us crackers." Because they're crackers, and crackers go with cheese. Oh, funny times. Dr. Fauci, came out this week and informed the world that they had found the next deadly virus that will help them control you. Might possibly maybe be something later that could maybe or not be deadly or slightly vexing, pansexual. Pandemic. It was discovered in pigs in China. Shocker, I know. It's being called G4EAH1N1, or as President Trump likes to call it, Little Piggy McGood at Math. Because it's Chinese, and Chinese people are good at math. Piggy McGood at Math. Okay, let's talk about this cancel culture. Cancel culture. I've seen so many stories of people who thought themselves safe because they were on the side of social justice. Yeah, well, it turns out, not so much. This is that type of shit that ends up eating its own more times than not. And this next chick is no different. Clara Janover, TikTok extraordinaire and Harvard grad, found out the hard way that you can't go around threatening to stab people, no matter how fucking woke you are. Little Janover said in a TikTok video that the next time she saw someone saying all lives mattered, she was going to stab them. And then she got fired from a lucrative position for being a complete shit stain. But wait, there's more. She went back on TikTok and slammed her employer for not being woke enough. Obviously, this stupid human never wants to work again. Hey, Harvard, is this the type of shit you're putting out there now? Just asking for a friend. Anyway, Janover went on and said Trump supporters were to blame for her losing her job. Yep, you heard me. Trump supporters made her go viral, and her own cancel culture friends hammered her. It's almost too delicious to eat. Bite you in the ass. Like a lion. This next story is just a big pile of stanky shite. All the people involved should be gathered up, smeared in peanut butter, and left in the desert for the fire ants. The WHO finally had to come clean about their statement that China had warned them of the pandemic. They had previously said that the Wuhan Municipal Health Commission, China, had reported the outbreak, when in actuality, the WHO had picked it up on an open source transmission. The WHO Director General, yeah, that's the asshole's title, Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, whatever, let's just call him Tag, tried to downplay the fact that Taiwan had attempted to tell them the WHO earlier, and they ignored them, stating that China had informed the WHO, which we all know now was a big fat fucking lie. How is anyone supposed to trust you? Ever? Really? I mean, it's just ridiculous. Get your head out of China's ass. Mark Zuckerberg's getting hammered again for not being as woke of a fascist as the rest of the tech conglomerates. A couple of huge branding companies pulled their advertising from Facebook because the Zuck is seen as going soft on Trump and racism or some stupid shit. Companies like Verizon, Ben & Jerry's, North Face, and a couple of others pulled their ads from Facebook and even Twitter because they feel the tech giants aren't putting enough effort into stopping hate speech. I don't get it. When did these little shit stains sitting in their parents' basement become the arbiters of truth and morality? When did you people lose your fucking spines and start apologizing to these obviously small, insecure little crapsticks that barely leave their dungeons to clean the Cheeto dust off their cocks? Fuck, why? They're all just fucking morons. Okay, now, most people with even a couple of little neurons stirring around in their brain pan could probably tell you why mail-in ballots are a bad thing. I mean, you humans can't seem to be able to do anything without fucking it up or corrupting it. So why should this shit be any different? The Democratic Party seems to think it's the bee's knees, and the Republicans think it's just shite. So, four of you human, and I use this term lightly, politicians, in Paterson, New Jersey, were charged with fraud and tampering. I'm sure this was all just a misunderstanding. These fine, upstanding assbags are probably really good people who deserve another chance. They deserve a chance. Okay, so this is another story about racism, but I'm trying to find these things on in the news, and you got to work with what you got. So. Now, we have another story here involving racism, but again, not what you think. A white Macy's employee in Flint, Michigan was knocked the fuck out by a black shopper/rapper for allegedly calling the shopper/rapper the dreaded N-word. The whole incident was caught on film. Well, I mean, the whole assault was caught on film. The racist name calling was not. Of course. The man who filmed the whole thing was the brother of the assaulter, said it was a spur-of-the-moment reaction to racism. Well, kind of spur of the moment. They had enough time to pull out the phone, walk about 10 feet back, and get a good angle so they could get it all on camera. So it would look good angle and all that shit. Spur-ish. Now, most people with two neurons firing at the same time will smell the bullshit coming off this story right away. Label it Smollett Part 2, Macy's Revenge. But some won't. See, I thought racism ran swamp tours in Louisiana or won the nomination for most Democratic positions. Nope, it's hiding in plain sight as a millennial white kid at Macy's. Tricky racists. Well, here's some bullshit that might make you angry, but I'm sure won't shock most people with a functioning brain. A peer-reviewed study by Penn State came to the conclusion that we didn't quite act fast enough, and that the Rona thing was far less deadly than we thought. Shocker, right? Dr. David Katz said that during a Senate Homeland Security hearing that we may have, and I quote, closed the barn door after the horses were already out. The study suggested that the U.S. cases might be 80 times greater and doubling twice as fast as we thought. So, what should we take from this? Maybe we should think for ourselves, because the politicians and the media said, trust the professionals, and the professionals have had more oops my bad moments than scientifically accurate moments. So, I don't know, maybe we take all this shit they say with a grain of salt and open the fuck back up. Okay, that's all we got for you this week. Please subscribe, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap that little bell. Subscribe and come back and see your favorite lion again. Peace.